guys, it's Nightshade Studios here, and I am doing my Countdown to Briarfest video. There are only now 10 days until Briarfest, and I am super excited. We leave in a week and 1 day, so that's super exciting. So for today's video, I will actually probably be making 2 videos today, but for now, I'm doing my customs video since when I first started to now, so you can see kind of how my customs have progressed through me customizing. So first I'm going to show you my future projects just before I begin. So this guy needs to have his leg put back on, and then I'm customizing him to look like a horse that lives by my grandparents' house. This guy I've been practicing some etching on, and he'll probably be etched a little bit, and then I'll probably be customizing him after I finish etching just for practice, and then I'll just be customizing him and selling him. Otherwise, he is also open for commission. Same with this girl, she's open for commission as well, so you can check out either of these two. Those are for sale, and that guy will be a personal piece. Okay, moving on to my customs through the years. So my very first custom was actually this girl. She was my very first custom I ever did. She's a little mini Winnie. I just wanted to practice on a horse, so I customized her, and she was actually supposed to be a bay, fun fact, but she became a buckskin, and I also tried a dorsal stripe, which failed. So yeah, she was just kind of an experimental horse. I put a little star on her, and then I later painted her eyes once I got paint. So she has very tiny eyes, but they actually have a surprising amount of detail for being so small. Next up, I did this little Schleich custom. He was my first attempt at a dapple gray, and I believe he's my only dappled custom I've ever done to this day. But I'm hoping to do more dappled horses in the future. I'm hoping to buy an Andalusian stallion body at Briarfest and do a little dapple gray on him. But yeah, he has some dapples. They're kind of hard to see on camera, but in person they're a lot more obvious. And he seems a little shiny, even though I used matte finish, which is kind of interesting. So he's just a dark dappled horse, and he has painted eyes as well. Okay, next up, I did this horse just like a little albino because I didn't feel like just having her be a creepy white horse. So I just really quickly painted her eyes and did a couple things with her so she wouldn't look so creepy. But she still has to get some things fixed up with her, and I will be painting her in actual color, and she will be for sale. She's also available for commission, or you can buy her as a body. Next up is this gal. I like her paint markings on this side. I don't know why I did like all white on this side and then like dark like paint markings on this side. But anyway, I didn't do a very good job of stripping her beforehand, so she has a lot of little paint flaws in her, and she's just a very crappy custom. So yeah, but I will probably be redoing her after I finish the Samurai series because she is the main character in that series. Okay, next up, I did this guy. He does not have very much shading, but I wanted to work on doing paint markings and just have another practice horse. So I painted his mane and tail and hooves, and his hooves are actually semi-glossy, and I really like how they turned out. Sorry, it's not going to focus very easily on them. But yeah, they are very cute. I really like his hooves, and I like his markings. He's pretty cute, but he doesn't have like any shading. So that's like his fatal flaw, is his lack of shading. But he has pretty nice eyes. Once again, my camera probably isn't gonna focus on them. There we go. There's that eye. And there's this other eye. Yeah. has like pinking on his nose and stuff. So he's super cute. Next up, we have this guy. He was my very first acrylic paint horse. So I used acrylic paint on him. He's like a little leopard appy type thing. And he has mapping. I attempted mapping. You probably can't see it on the camera, but he does have very slight mapping. And, I mean, he's okay. He's not great, but yeah. His eyes are kind of creepy too. They're like little bug eyes. Okay. Then I did this girl. She's, to this day, probably one of my favorite customs I've done, simply because she has such like an interesting color. Like, you can see her shading. Like, she has great shading. Her color is a little unrealistically orange though. She's very Cheeto-like, but I have seen horses that are similar to this color. So yeah, she has like a flaxen mane and tail, and she is actually slightly repositioned to have more of an extended gait, and her tail is slightly swished. And I also adjusted that ear so it's a little bit tilted. So she's slightly readjusted, and I really, really like her. She's very cute, in my opinion. And she's also dished a little bit more to look more like an Arabian. That's what I was going for. I need to find a different hoof color though, because that color clashes very awkwardly with her feet, so I'll probably be painting them like a brown color, because they usually don't have natural colored hooves unless they have socks. Okay, next up, I did this little French guy. I did this for the Stablemate painting contest for Breyerfest this year. He has a little Eiffel Tower on his butt. He has hoof stripes, pinking on his stomach and on his face. He has a flag and an Eiffel Tower on the other side. I think I said that. And he has like little French colors in his mane and tail. And little blue eyes, which are kind of scary. But yeah. So that is him. I think he's pretty cute, and he was my first and only decorator. Oh, I also did a custom for my cousin a long time ago, but I don't have a picture or anything of him, so oh well. Okay, this guy I'm showing at Breyerfest, so ignore the tag and whatnot. He is probably my favorite custom I've ever done. He has pretty nice shading, but you can't really see it in the video. You might be able to see a little bit of his shading, but he does have shading. He was painted with acrylics, and then I used chalk pastels to give him his shading, which he has a darker muzzle. He has a little cute star on his face, and on his legs he actually has a little bit of like herring. You can kind of see it, not very well. There, you can kind of see his herring. And he also has little hoof stripes on his one. That's 2 little stripes, but you can't see it on video. So yeah, that is what he looks like. He is very cute and one of my favorite customs. Just because he's so tiny, and getting that much detail onto a tiny horse is kind of difficult. Oh no, his tag fell off. So anyway, that is a video of all of my customs I have done throughout the years. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll probably be doing one of these videos a year to show you guys the horses I've done that year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Please comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel for more model horse related videos. Bye!